Hi everyone and welcome. Today I want to talk about second chances, walking out of regret and stepping into purpose. I want to speak to those who are living in regret, those who are carrying it, those who are mourning their mistakes, and those who feel like they've wasted too much time to start again. I want to remind you of this truth. God does not only give second chances, but He also gives restoration for places where we got it wrong, for places where we failed. Every new day is not just another chance to exist, but it's an invitation from God to step out of regret and step into renewal. But here's the question. What are we doing with God's given second chances? Are we staying stuck in mourning our mistakes, or are we allowing God to heal us and lead us forward? I'll talk about something that is personal, something that happened to me, but it will help us reflect. When I was a kid of 5 years old, I was involved in a very terrible car accident. It was so severe and serious that it claimed the life of another child. May God rest his soul. By God's grace, I survived, and here I am now. But as I look back today, I don't believe my survival was by accident, but I believe it was God's mercy. He gave me a second chance, even before I was old enough to understand what it meant. But even after surviving something so serious, life still came with its own battles. Like many people, there are moments where I made mistakes, where I didn't respond in the right way, where I always got it wrong, and where I had to learn painful lessons. I've experienced seasons where I did not only regret what happened to me, but what I did with my time, with my choices, with my opportunities, and with my chances. I learned something very important. Regret can become a prison if you don't let God heal it. There are moments where I could have stayed stuck in shame. Moments where I could have said I've failed. I've missed too much. It is too late for me. But God kept reminding me, I didn't save you to condemn you, but I saved you to restore you. So I made a decision. I would not live in mourning over my past. I would learn from it, surrender it to God, and keep moving forward. Not because I'm perfect, but because God is merciful. So, where we go wrong? One of the hardest things about second chances is this. We often receive them, but we don't know how to walk in them. We ask God for forgiveness, but we keep punishing ourselves. We are forgiven by God, but we refuse to forgive ourselves. We are given new beginnings, but we keep revisiting the old endings. And slowly, we begin to live as if our mistakes are stronger than God's mercy, as if our mistakes are supposed to define us, as if our mistakes are supposed to lead us. That is where we go wrong. Because regret was never meant to lead your life, but it was meant to we were meant to learn from our mistakes, not to regret them, but learn from them and move forward. Conviction is from God, but condemning is not. Conviction leads us back to God, but condemning keeps leading us away and away, further away from God. And many people are not stuck because God didn't open the door, but they are stuck because they are still mourning a door that God already closed. How to walk out of mourning your mistakes? How do we move forward? 1, bring your regret to God honestly. Stop hiding it, stop minimizing it, stop carrying it alone, because God cannot heal what you refuse to surrender. Number 2, receive God's forgiveness fully. If God has forgiven you, You are not allowed to keep punishing yourself. Forgiveness is not just something that God gives, but it is something that you must accept. Number 3, learn without living in the past. Your mistakes are teachers, not prisons. Let them shape your wisdom, not your identity. Number 4, refuse to let shame define you. Shame says you are what you did. God says you are who I'm making you to be. Number 5, take one step forward in faith. Healing does not always feel complete before movement begins. Sometimes obedience is what breaks the cycle of regret. So, if you're listening today, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not disqualified because of your past. You are not too broken for God to use you. And you are not too late for a new beginning. The fact that you are still here means God is still writing your story. But you must stop mourning what God has already healed. Stop rehearsing what God has already forgiven. And start walking in what God is building for your future. Start walking in what God is building in you. My life is proof that God does not waste people. He restores them, rebuilds them, and gives them beauty for ashes. So don't let regret be the final chapter of your story. Let God write the next one. Because your second chance is not just about surviving your past. It's about being healed enough to live your future, to walk into your purpose, to walk into renewal, and enjoy your freedom. It's about being healed enough to live on. May God heal your heart, lift your shame, and give you the courage to walk forward in freedom, to walk forward in His glory. Love you all. God bless you.